Each of us will defend and support our eyes in different ways. That is what makes us unique. This uniqueness is what drives some to do what others may consider to be extreme.
The first time I skydived was in 1992. Real close high school buddy of mine, they called me up, they said, hey man, we're gonna go jump out of planes. I remember being in that plane, getting sweaty palms, you know, getting pretty nervous, kind of thinking, gosh, I don't know. And right when that door opens, that cold air rushes in and, whoo, man, you feel alive. I mean, that's feeling alive right there. One group goes out in front of me, and the most amazing thing was they were there, and then they weren't. Right? It's like, you're like, oh my gosh, are they gonna live? Well, let's hope so, because I'm next. Then I went out, and I remember being out in free fall. I can still remember I was looking down at the ground, and I think I was screaming the whole time, ah, yeah! Right then and there, I knew that that was something I was going to do for a long time. I knew this is what I wanted to do and nothing else mattered. This is what made me feel important. And then it just so happened that my apartment catches on fire. I come in one night and it must have been one of the most depressing things I'd ever seen in my life. Everything that, you know, you accumulate over your life, it just jarred. A couple days later, me and my buddy packed up some bags and we were off to Arizona. So we skydived and we did it for 20 days. We did almost 300 jumps in those 20 days. By doing all those jumps, we came up with this new concept where we were learning about how to fly on our feet and on our heads and what is now known as free flying. The credit card companies started creeping in. They were getting us the calls. They were wanting their money. I really didn't have much of an address to send the bills to, so those probably weren't getting paid either.
I'm having way too much fun. Getting better, it feels so good, makes me want some more. Having way too much fun, never ever wanna stop. It's only just begun, this is way too much fun. As I'm having way
Consciously, when you do what makes you feel important, then there's nothing you can't accomplish. And that was true for me in that when me and my teammate put all our energy into skydiving, and that's all we were gonna do. We didn't know what the result was gonna be, but we knew we put all our passion and our heart into it. Doors just started opening up. We were picking up sponsorships, we started doing events, we started traveling the world.
way too much fun, never ever wanna stop. It's only just begun, this is way too much fun. Way too much fun.
What's funny is that I always wanted to get on TV or be in a film or do some more theater. And before we knew it, we were getting calls from Hollywood. The door just opened up there. There I was doing stunts and flying canopies and doing skydiving in Goldmember, Austin Powers 3. So things started falling into place. And one time I'm in the Bahamas. I just finished a skydiving demo. I'm flying back, I'm at the airport, and I look up on the TV and there's CNN, and my buddy, he's getting arrested, right? He's on the Empire State Building, he's getting arrested for trying to jump off the thing. Now this is the guy that was gonna host the show that I was gonna do the stunt for. But then boom, I'm thinking, wait a minute, they're gonna need a host. That's me. I call them, I get on the phone and I'm just saying to them, hey, you know, I hear, you know, the host got arrested, you know, and they're like, yeah, it's bad, he's probably gonna get fired, this is really bad. And I just said, hey, if you need a host, I'm your man. Right? And they were like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm your man. They're like, well, you got a demo reel? I had no demo reel, right? I'm thinking, oh, yeah, of course I got a demo reel. When do you need it? You know, they're like, oh, well, I don't know. Well, you want to try to send it in tomorrow? Like, sure, I'll do that right away. No problem. Talk to you then. Click. I'm just like, call my buddy. I'm like, hey, come meet me at the skydiving center. We need to shoot a demo reel right now. So that same day I was out there, we're shooting, I'm just talking, blah, 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 blah. Cool stuff. Today what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch Eli Thompson, myself, go jump on a blimp, get out of a plane, land on 4 o'clock in the morning the next day, I had a demo reel done. They, before I knew it, they called me back, they said, we love the demo reel, we wanna know if you can do a screen test tomorrow. And then from there on, I mean, from the time that I made that call about being host, 2 weeks later, I had the job and I was in Hawaii shooting my first show.
The stunts you're about to see are done by highly trained professionals. If you tried them yourself, you could be seriously injured or killed. So please do us a favor. Enjoy the show, but don't try this at home.
We shot for over a year. We finished with 30 episodes. And towards the end of the shooting, I realized that I wanted a little bit more creative control. So I started looking into executive producing. Right now I have about 3 projects that are getting off the ground. I finished with a book, I got a book out. I've been working a lot with the Red Bull Air Force where we're skydiving, doing demonstration jumps. The crowds are getting bigger, the events are getting bigger. And looking back, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do this all without following what made me feel important. That is what opened the door to all the success I've had.